Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Weta, and I'm an unapologetic shopper. Can't speak today. Today we're in our B6 Notiq planner, and the inserts are from wonderful.com, and they are a printable insert using my little tweezer from Sally's. This is not part of the Run series. I think this is one from last year. So we're going to go to the section here in the month of March, of course. And we're going to go ahead, and I haven't cut the slits out for March. So that's why you see that. I am having to take them out. I love the color of this. Just love it. Love it. Alrighty, so we are going to get started. And these, as I stated, is a printable. And this is the first, well, not the first time, but I'm getting better, but I still don't have it down pat like I want it. So we're going to work with this, okay? We're going to work with it. We're going to be pulling stickers from Stronger Together because today is International Women's Day. So we're going to be pulling stickers from that sticker book. And I'm also going to be pulling some stickers from the Live Love Posh Winter Wonderland. And I'm going to be using, show you what sheet. I like this sheet, and I also like this sheet as well. So I'm not real sure which one. I think it's still winter, so I think we're going to go with this one. I think we'll go with that one. So I'm going to put my sticker book right here on the side, so I'll have it to pull from, okay? And we're going to get started. Before I do start, I want to go ahead and thank all of my subscribers, the new, the old. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you are a recurring visitor, if you happen to stumble upon the channel, welcome as well. I hope this inspires you to hit that like button, to comment, and to subscribe, of course, to the channel. All right, so we're going to get started. Y'all, it was 70 degrees. 70 degrees yesterday. You didn't need a coat or anything. Today is rainy, and it was beautiful Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, y'all. Beautiful. Do you hear me? The whole weekend and during the week. Now it's back to rainy, cold, and they're talking about snow on Saturday. What kind of weather are we having? I have no earthly idea. This says, girls run the world. Beauty has no skin tone. I am really loving that sticker. This says, be bold. And we're going to put that. We're going to stagger them all at different heights on each side of the page. And I'm going to put 4 boxes because my Saturday and my Sunday, if you notice, they're not as long. So I'm only going to do this Monday through Friday. And we're going to do something different for the weekend. Okay? That one says we are stronger together. This one says the bravest thing you can be is yourself. Okay, I'm going to put this at the top, so I'm going to have to turn it to make sure I get it straight. Need to come over just a little bit. I did put this on wax paper so that if I needed to take it up, hopefully it will come up. But so far, so good. Also, I have pulled my colorful boxes. Let me get that. Always need my colorful boxes. so that I can have that to do what I gotta do. And I can't find the one that I'm looking for. So we just gonna make do. Oh, here it is. Right here up under my eyes, y'all. Because we may need some boxes from here. All right. Now let's put down a few boxes. Okay. I really didn't think I depended. I like colorful boxes. I do. And this is the only one that I have been, that I'm familiar with. The others, well, there are some more that I have. But this one is the one that I know best. And so I'm going to put blue here. And I want to put a blue here. I'm going to have to turn this page to get it like I want it. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. And then we have a peach box. That's a peachy. And I am almost positive I don't have a peach. Oh, but I'm wrong. Nope, I don't. Except for in these small ones. I don't have it in the other. I could go to another, but I'm not. And I have used all of my peachy ones. I just want to make sure. Yep, I have. So we're going to have to put a black. And we're going to put it right here at the bottom. And then we're going to use, I'm going to go ahead and pull this here because this and this is the last two stickers that I have on that page. So let's go ahead and use them. And then we can take that out later. Okay. So now let's see what we got here. I'm going to put this right here. No, I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put this here at the bottom. And I want it to be right. I want it to be right on that line, y'all. Okay. And I left a little bit on the side because that box is just a tad bit bigger than that. And since I have a little bit of yellow on that side, I'm going to put some. Well, I need to put it on this side, but I'm not. I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to need one more box for Sunday. And I'm going to go back to my black because I don't want to pull in a whole lot of colors, you know. Alrighty. Got a second sheet of black that's gone. And I keep those sheets, y'all. I keep them because I'm not going to say I keep them because I have found that they are valuable. I'm going to do a video on that. And so I'm going to tell you why in that video. Okay, now I'll tell you what, I'm going to pull this up. If it'll come up. Yes, it will. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, oh man, I tore it. I'm going to put this in the corner. Okay. Let's put that in the corner right there. Then we're going to cut that. And I'm loving this doll that I have. I still got to decorate that as well. That is really sticky. I hope everyone had a good day today. I didn't even know it was raining outside, yeah, until I was ready to come home from work. That's just because I don't really go to my lunchroom because to me it's cold in there. So I just I'm gonna put this here. I just if I can, I try to eat at my desk if at all possible, because it's cold in the break room to me, and getting cold is not good for me. So there's no windows where I'm at where I can look on the outside. The only windows are in the break room. So I did not know. I'm gonna cut this off here. I didn't know that it was raining until I got ready to go home. And I did not listen to the weather this morning as well. Put this over here so I can cut it better. So luckily when I did get off, it wasn't raining bad because I didn't wear my rain boots, and I didn't wear my raincoat, just my coat, because it had got, cooler outside. But I did get home before, cut some more of this white off. I did get home before it started raining hard. So I was glad of that. Really glad of that. Now I don't mind the this little pine cone. I don't mind that. However, I don't want that white on my sticker. So I'm going to cut this right here and hope that comes off. And it looks like it's going to. Okay. And get that little bit off the back, because that makes it look a little funny on the front. Okay, I'm liking that. All right. So I'm going to start up here with this. And I am going to go straight down here, the side. And I'm not going to put it down all the way because I don't, like I said, I don't want that. I don't want it on here either. I don't want that on my sticker, but I'm going to leave that right there. Get that right there. What is that? Here we go. So we're going to cut this off again. Straight down. And we'll cut it that way. It tore just a little bit, but we can fix that. So what I'm going to do is cut this a little more smoother right here. There we go. And we're going to pull this off. Okay. And that looks okay. Alrighty. So now let's put some on. We still got to put a little bit more. Hold on here. I want to cut some of this white off of it. I'm trying not to get much of the pan because to me it's not, it's all right for a little bit, but I don't want it to look Christmassy. You know what I mean? I don't want it to look that way. So, and I'm cutting off some of this white here so I can fill in that little space right there. And is that going to do it? Not really. Okay, we got that there. Okay, so I'm going to take this one right here. And I'm going to just use the leaves right here. Just use the leaves because all I need is a filler. Okay, and I don't need all of this white because this is a small space that I'm using. So I don't want the white to go over into my box. Okay. All right. I'm liking that. I'm going to pull this here. And I'm going to put it, like I said, I hated so much white, y'all, on these stickers here. Sometimes it's okay because it does blend in, but when you're putting it near a box where you got lines, it just, to me, it just doesn't, it doesn't blend. It just doesn't. So let's cut off some of this white. And a lot of the times when you're planning, you won't realize this until you're ready to put down the sticker. And when I have, you know, little jagged edges like this, I don't try to cut around that. I would just zigzag it a little bit. And to me, that makes that end look a little bit better. Okay. So let's see here. Yeah. Now see, that's what I'm trying to get. Let me get it cut and you'll see better what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, you see how the flower is just there. You don't have that edge that comes up because sometimes it shows. You want it to look like it's blending. It's blended in. Definitely want it to look blended. So we can take the edges of what we just cut. And we're going to have to do a little bit of sticker surgery here too, because there's just a lot of white, like I said, on this. And like I was saying, I just go back and forth, you know, just when I have, you know, instances like this. And it just, to me, gives it a cleaner look. Yep, I'm going to have to do that right there as well. And some of this is going to go into that box as well. So that's another reason I'm trimming up the edge on this one too. So I am pulling off quite a bit of white on these. So we're going to see if this will be enough to get the look that I want. But if that, you know, if that doesn't bother you, then, you know, you don't have to. I'm going to cut that off because I don't want the same flower next to the same flower like that. Okay. So we're going to put that right there on that edge and see. I like how that looks. So I'm going to trim this one up too. I may should have put my flowers down, but I'm picky about that as well. I'd rather have my flowers on top of my box like that than the box on top of the flowers. Some spreads, it does look nice on them. I'm not saying I don't do it. It's just not my preference to do it. You wouldn't believe how much white I'm cutting off, but for me to get the look that I'm going for with the spread, it calls for that. Okay, just a little bit more off of here. Just a little corner here. And we're done with this little piece. So I'm going to raise this up because of the way that end looks on the one that I'm putting down. See, it's like squared off right there. So I'm going to put it under there so that it looks like that. Okay. All right, now we're getting close. We're getting close. Now, if it were December, I could use that holly. But since it's not December, that wouldn't look that good. All right. So what we're going to do right here is I'm going to put this down right there on the edge. And most of that is that holly that's on this edge. And I'm not going to put that down, but I got it positioned so that I can just cut it off. And it's only a little bit there. And I'm liking that. Okay. Now I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to put it right here on top of the box here. There we go. And I know that's up there, but we're going to have to leave it down, I think. But let's see if we can straighten it just a tad bit. Okay, I think we got it. Yeah, we got it. Let's put it right here. We want it to have a clean look. So it's not cut exactly even. So let me cut this one more time. Just a little bit off to try to get it straight. See how that does. And we want to put it right at the edge of the box. We still want to see the line on the box because we want it to look like it's peeping out. And we could have pulled it up, but that didn't take much to do right there. Okay, there we go. And then we got a little piece left right here. And we're going to put it in this corner right there. Now that's, you can see that that's going over a little. So we're going to make it straight. My husband came in, he scared me. We're going to cut that, cut this right here. Just to try to make that look, clean up that edge a little bit. There we go. Now that looks better. That's a lot cleaner, I think. Okay. Now, I got just a little bit more, one more piece I want to put down. Got a card for my haul, y'all. Pulled it out. So we had this little piece left, and we're going to cut around it. That's all. Just cut around it, just to take off some of that white, so it doesn't take up any of our writing space, and also so that when you write on it, you know how it looks like you're writing up on a hump, and it could mess up how you're writing, because you want it to be smooth. So that's another reason I trim that off. And I'm going to put it I'm going to cut this straight off right here. Straight down. And then I'm going to put it right here. Okay. Liking that. I'm going to put another piece. I still have one more of those. And I'm going to put it, bring this up a little bit because I just don't want that flower just floating up in the air. I'm going to put it right here. And there we go. All right. I am liking it. And it is winter. We still are in winter. So I'm going to go ahead and put my little winter sticker down. And I'm going to put it right here. That way I get to use it. And it blends in. I like that. I am liking that. So tell me what you think, y'all. Tell me what you think of this spread. We did have to cut off. Oh, we didn't put back down our little sticker here. Let's get this back down. Hold on here. Hello today. Oh, man. I'm going to put it up here because I got that taken. So let's see where this can go up here. Okay. There we go. I am liking that. I am liking that today for International Women's Day, which is today. And I think that turned out good. Again, I used the Live Love Posh Winter Wonderland. I used, of course, my colorful boxes. And I used Stronger Together. And I think the spread turned out really well. I did not need any quotes because of the boxes having quotes in them. So I didn't feel any other quotes would be unnecessary on that spread. And I'm happy with that. There is some gold here, right here. And I probably should have pulled one of these over here. And we can still do that because we got gold against gold. Let's see. We're just going to see if we can do that. And this looks like it's coming up pretty good. And it did. Okay. Now let's see if... that's just so many. We're going to swap something out. I'm trying to decide. I'm going to do a swap up, y'all. I'm sorry. I just didn't think about that when I was putting it down. I did not think about the two boxes there with gold. So I'm going to put this here. And I know there's a lot of black there, but I'd rather have that black right there, like that. And then we got some gold here. So let me show you what I'm going to do here. We're going to balance it out. That's what I want to do. I want to balance out that gold by putting it on each side. So I'm going to put this here. Okay. Then I'm going to pull this one up. Yeah. Nope, that one's not coming up. Let's see if this one. Look like we're gonna make it, y'all. Look like we're gonna make it. And we did. Okay. Now let's put this back down because I really like this sticker here. Right at the end, y'all, I changed my mind and I want to apologize about that. But sometimes when you step back, you know, when you step back and look at it, you see something that you go, why did I do that? Why didn't I catch that? But sometimes it happens. Sometimes you have to leave it. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you can pull it up. Luckily, this time we could pull it up and we can balance it out. Now, remember I said I don't like putting my flower on top of my box on top of my flower. Well, sometimes you can pull it up and sometimes you can't. So we're going to pull that up right there. Put that down. That's not all the way straight. It's a tad bit crooked right there. We go. Hold on. I like that. I'm going to put down one more gold box. And I'm going to kind of stare it. Well, I'm not going to stare it because I haven't stared at any other boxes. Oh, man. I got to put it down now. Okay. And because I don't have a lot on Friday and it is a weekend, I may have to stare it. Nope, I'm going to just put it here. This will give me a little bit more room because it is Friday and Friday is generally busy. Okay. Now, I think that looks better. I don't know about y'all, but I think it does. I think it looks better because I balanced out my gold. On there, so I think that looks real good. And I am going to put, since I got that full black box over there, we need just a tad bit, just a tad. And then I promise y'all, I'm going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up. Now, where is my, here we go. Cut this a little bit off. We don't need no points or nothing. We're going to put it right here on the edge. Okay, and we're done. We're done and done. Thank you so much for joining me, for watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to comment. Tell me how you like the spread. Have you did a International Women's Day spread? If so, put it in the comments below. Please be safe. Remember, there's one you, only you, can take care of you. Bye.